In the world of Abilene development, clean energy computing company Lancium is a bright spot that local development experts say presents massive potential for growth in the tech industry.
So that potential has recently increased as Lancium moves away from Bitcoin mining and into artificial intelligence, with the ability to add more clients to their data processing campus. A new deal with the city increasing the funding that Abilene will see as that campus grows. Tonight's top story. KDAB's Noah McKinney speaking with local experts and Lancium administration to explain where those funds will come from and how they will be made.
A new agreement has been made between clean computing company Lancium, the city, Taylor County, and the Development Corporation of Abilene. Lancium recently making a shift that's increased their incoming investment through a partnership with fellow clean compute company Crusoe, which DCOA President and CEO Misty Mayo says translates to more funds coming back into the community.
As Lancium and Crusoe grow this data center, that means more income for their project, and that means more tax base for Abilene.
But before we dissect that further, let's talk with Lancium President Ali Fenn about what it is the company actually does.
We're in the business of decarbonizing very, very energy intensive workloads.
Lancium providing the physical infrastructure to store and utilize clean energy that is then used to power intensive computer processes.
Originally, the best use case was Bitcoin mining. But fast forward 6 years, far and away the best use case is for very modern data centers that depend on having access to abundant clean energy as they scale.
A part of that new agreement allowing Lancium to host multiple clients at the data center from any number of tech sectors, the first of which will be focused on artificial intelligence.
What happens within the data center is, pick your favorite version of what the AI guys are doing. Some people think about AI just as, chatbots.
Fenn saying the possibilities extend further into the fields of medicine, transportation, you name it.
Just minor things that you can learn from these models have potentially massive impact to society.
What does it mean for Abilene? It means continued diversification of industries.
It also means more money coming back. The amended deal allowing the sum that Lancium pays back to the city to increase alongside their investment as it grows with each new client.
I think it makes a ton of sense that if we're going to deploy, and we and our partners and customers are going to deploy more capital, we should pay more taxes.
Fenn saying Lancium is happy to show the benefits, both financial and in workforce opportunity, to Abilene so that others can see the potential inherent in clean energy data processing.
We're excited to establish a blueprint for the world about how to do this right.
For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Noah McKinney.
Thank you, Noah. One Lancium power substation has already been completed with plans to add another, and construction on the data center just northwest of town is already underway. Fenn saying they expect to be in operation by early to mid 2025.